early release this morning, but unfortunately I have places to be and I didn't want to miss out on another day. I need to apologize for yesterday. My sister had issues, so unfortunately I was not able to get out the morning nerdy news yesterday simply because I needed to be out helping her. And I did get Monday's posted. It was posted late, but it is posted up on YouTube now on Gray Falcon, so you will be able to watch that one over there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this one because it is a little bit longer than normal, it would seem. First up, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 pre-order guide, release date, editions, bonuses, and more. Remastered versions of the first two Tony Hawk Pro Skater games are coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC this September, and you can pre-order it now. Article over on GameSpot going into the different information, the availability of collector's editions, and just general information on this. So if you are interested, head on over to GameSpot where you can check this out. It appears that the base game is going to be starting at $40, so that's a great deal. Some of these other remakes that are going to be listed at this price. So you can also find things like Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning, which will be out in September as well. That is going to post for $40. If you have not had the chance to play that game, or just looking to get back into it, either one of these would be a great way to start back into that adventure. Xbox Wire has new information on games coming soon, including Spiritfire, which was announced yesterday during Nintendo's little Nindy event. Battletoads will be out tomorrow. Expect to see me streaming that and taking that on through Gamepass. Don't Starve, New Super Lucky's Tale, Hydrospace Outlaw, Tell Me Why, Resident Evil Biohazard. Unfortunately, I don't think you are going to be able to get the VR with this one, even if you have some sort of other VR headset. Wasteland 3 is finally coming out soon, and Double Kick Heroes Flight Simulator is out now, with other news on that here shortly because apparently it is having some bugs and issues. Crossing Souls, Darksiders Genesis, and Crusader Kings 3. I checked out Crusader King 3 for the videos on that. If you are into RPGs where you get to affect the world, it has espionage, all kinds of other choices you could to create your king to be any way you want him. So you could have him as a warrior king, a diplomat, someone who's into espionage, all kinds of different and special things that going on there. So if you're an RPG fan, that might be one to take a look at. On a bit more of a sour note, Bungie tweeted yesterday, the EAZ weekly challenges have been disabled due to an issue causing powerful gear rewards to not be granted upon completion. We will provide more information as it becomes available. So if you are logging into Destiny hoping to pick up some special gear from this event and you're not finding it, this is why. They are trying to get these bugs fixed and have other things taken care of, so just keep an eye out for when this comes back up. I'm sure I will be providing this information as soon as it's announced in the morning news. However, it's possible that this could pop up during the weekend, so just keep an eye out for when that's going to come back and available. Other down news is Oculus today is announcing that some important updates to how people log into Oculus devices will still keep their VR profile starting October 2020. Everyone using Oculus device for the first time will need to log in with a Facebook account. If you're an existing user and already have Oculus account, you'll have the option to log in with Facebook and merge your Oculus and Facebook accounts. If you're an existing user and choose not to merge your accounts, you can continue using the Oculus account for 2 years. After January 1st, 2023, we will end support of Oculus accounts. If you choose not to merge your accounts at that time, you can continue using your device, but full functionality will require a Facebook account. This has made a lot of people upset. Facebook is trying to stay relevant, given that so many people no longer use Facebook and have moved on to other platforms or simply have chosen to use other forms of communications entirely. They are trying to force Facebook to remain relevant by using their other parts of their company to push you back into that environment. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to be within that Facebook environment, especially given how much they tend to track your information. So between them, Google, and several of these other large companies and their tracking setup, even Microsoft does this to some extent. They have a poor reputation for keeping information that you just don't want in their hands, and being able to go and enjoy your game should not require you to jump into their ecosystem. And also on Twitter, we have some other news. Baldur's Gate was delayed, unfortunately. It was supposed to come out this month, and we are not getting a full release of it. Lieren Studios is announcing that early access is going to start on Steam. I believe it's just on Steam in September. In early access, everything sees improvements, even the Steam page. We've got the system requirements subject to change, the language available for early access, and answers to your questions about early access process. So look here. So through there, it just takes you to the Steam store. So if you want more information on this, feel free to just click on over in your Steam and check out the details that's going on with that. And as things with Epic Games progress with Apple, Epic Games is starting to look for allies in the fight against them. Over on The Information, they write, Epic Games seeks to form coalition of Apple critics. Epic Games, the video game maker, has started a daring legal brawl with Apple last week and is hoping to organize wider opposition to the tech giant. It could face an uphill battle in recruiting others to publicly join the case. In recent weeks, Epic, which makes the hit game Fortnite, has reached out to other tech executives about forming a coalition of companies critical of Apple's business conduct, including its policies governing distribution of mobile app on its mobile platforms, iOS, according to 4 people in the knowledge of this matter. So if you want additional information, you can head over to The Information and check that out. Again, all of these links will be available in the description or down below if you are watching this on YouTube. In some positive notes, over on Reddit, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for PC is releasing patch 1.02 is now available. This patch is there to help with a lot of bug fixes and other problems that people have been having on PC. So if you have been enjoying or wanting to play Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, you can now go get a lot of these issues fixed. Hopefully we're not going to see more crop up from this and have a significantly smoother experience overall. Some of the known issues with this were some players were experiencing an out-of-memory error during game optimization process. Some players are experiencing GPU hangs during gameplay. The improved diagnostic data collected added in patch 1.01 and patch 1.02 is aimed at making it easier to track these down. So, not fully eliminated, but helping to track down and try and alleviate those. Some players are experiencing graphical setting issues such as anisotropic filtering or HDR not working correctly. Sorry, I am botching that. Some players are experiencing performance issues on specific GPUs or hardware combinations. Some players with non-Latin 1 code page may have had their save games missing after patch 1.01. We have a script that can help relocate the missing save games. Please reach out to our team here. So there's a little link here using report other issue for support. We're aware of the continued investigation issues on both the player complained list by Evil Monkey Slayer and Rampage 572. Thank you. So these are the known issues. They've got crash fixes, game improvements, and other changes. So if you're having additional problems or issues with Horizon that are not being addressed here, make sure you get over on this page and post that information. It's just as a game setup, they're really going to need that information in order to help correct some of these issues, because they got out there, they thought they had everything set up and ready to go, and unfortunately Horizon, which ran so well on the PS4, is an absolutely gorgeous game and so much fun to play over there, has just not met standards on PC. So be sure to go check that out, see if your issue can be resolved. As I mentioned, they have links in here to help get some of these things fixed, because you may have a special script that needs to be run, and just keep them in the loop. And some more interesting news over on GameSpot. Rumored Batman teaser suggests reveal coming Saturday, possible Court of Owls connection. So this is update number 2 for them. The countdown on the teaser site has officially ended, but it failed to reveal anything too new. Instead, it gave the 761 code that the fans ascertained before they unlocked the same map image. So it's not very interesting. I went over, I unlocked it. You come over here and it says one step closer. That's really all you get for entering that 761 code. It shows that we have new information coming available on these countdowns. So 2 hours and 7 minutes from this posting, we'll have something else that gets put up, but so far nothing too interesting. But it does give hope that we are going to have this new Batman game actually revealed, rather than just sitting on what's been probably years of just waiting. So several people I know will be very excited about this coming out. And back to the Microsoft Flight Simulator, they have top issues and how to fix them over on GameSpot. Microsoft launches a bug tracking website for the new game and provides workarounds for some issues. Microsoft's newest game, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, is off to a strong start with very positive review scores that make it one of the most highly rated titles of the year. There has been some turbulence, however, as players have notified Microsoft about bugs and issues. So in here it goes into things about slow download times, unable to launch sim on inside/pre-release version, stuck on a loading blue bar. These appear to be, and these are just the issues that they know and are able to fix. So head on over here, follow these steps, see if it helps you out if you're having any of these issues. And if not, you can go over to the official bug tracking website for Flight Simulator and get additional information as needed through the link on GameSpot. In some news that's a little more fun and upbeat, Netflix puts a shuffle play button right on your home screen. Brought to you over on Tech. Apparently, this information has already been out in Australia as a test, and they're starting to roll it out globally to some people. So if you're interested in having some random play button and just hopping into something, maybe you'll find something you are interested in that you wouldn't know you were interested in. Basically, the main reason for this setup is probably because of the pandemic and everything that's going on, that people are just they feel like they're running out of things to watch. So they've dropped this in here, and they've made it so they've got an algorithm to find things that are best suited for your viewing experience. Now, they've had similar kind of things for the suggestions in the past, and I've tried clicking on those random things, and I'll tell you what, in the past those things have sometimes worked, but most of the time it wasn't something I was really interested in. When this first became news, I was kind of hoping that this was going to give me the chance to find random weird things that don't pop up in my suggested, because so often Netflix just fails at actually finding suggested information or finding things that you would actually watch, because they're so used to an algorithm that tells you, oh, this is the kind of thing you watch, this is the kind of thing you watch. So you end up having to go and find some third-party site that lists everything that Netflix has in order to see if there's anything of interest, and even then, without a description, most of the time those are just title names, so and no pictures. So I think you're really still just in the dark about what you're selecting and trying to find over there. But this at least has some hope. Hopefully the algorithm works better than it had in the past, but I'm guessing this is still the same algorithm for your suggested list. I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been your morning nerdy news. Remember, if you enjoy this, click the follow button in order to get popped up information on when I'm going to start this every morning, as well as you can follow me on YouTube to watch this at Gray Falcon. And if you just have questions, other things, or even if you spot news that you think should be reported in here, you can hit me up on Twitter as the Gray Falcon, and you'll have my little icon that you see down below to know that you've got the right one. Thank you for watching.